이따가 나왔네.
Regular portion.
이렇게. 머리도いいじゃん.
유비당.
유비다이. 샤나.
This year, we had our Hatsumode on the 6th of January. Hatsumode is a Japanese practice of visiting a Buddhist or Shinto shrines and temples during the New Year. Generally, it is during the practice of this tradition when new wishes and prayers for the new year are made. Also, new charms or amulets, locally known as omamori in Japanese, are bought during the shrine visit, and then the old ones they have are returned to the shrine so they can be burned. Since we needed to wait for my boy to come back from his school, we were able to leave for the temple at around 2 in the afternoon. To get there, we took the KQ line for convenience and less walking.
Here.
This time, we decided to visit the Sensoji Temple in Asakusa, Tokyo.
맛있고.
사갔어.
Since my boy wanted to eat, we first looked for a place to have our lunch. There, we had our meal at Denny's. After having our late lunch, we went to the shrine and had our entrance through the very well-known Kaminarimon. The Kaminarimon is the main entrance to Sensoji Temple. The Kaminarimon with its gigantic red lantern is Asakusa's most famous landmark, so we can find its image on countless local sightseeing brochures, leaflets, pamphlets, and even on souvenirs.
우리 이때부터 하려나? 아니 노래랑 이때부터 하려나?
Its more formal name is Fujin Raijin Mon, which literally means the Gate of the Wind God and Thunder God. The gate's gigantic lantern is 3.9 meters high, 3.3 meters wide, and its weight is about 700 kilograms. Dating back to 942 AD, it is believed that this gate was originally built through the order of military commander Taira Masa. According to its history, since this gate was first built, it has been destroyed by fire and rebuilt many times. And after the last fire in 1865, the gate was not rebuilt for another 95 years. Thanks to the donations from Panasonic founder Konosuke Matsushita in 1960, we can now see Kaminarimon Gate standing magnificently. Walking through this aisle from Kaminarimon to the temple is never a boring experience, for stalls selling different kinds of souvenirs are lined up alongside Nakamisidori. So, worshippers, temple goers, and visitors can enjoy looking and even buying some souvenirs and even Japanese festival food on the way to the main altar.
Puno man ni nga pirmi godong.
Since this is one of the most famous sightseeing spots in Tokyo, Many domestic and international tourists flock to this place. So, this temple is always busy the whole year round. Since it's on the 6th of January, luckily, there were not so many temple goers on this day. It is because most companies have just resumed their operations from this day, and some schools are back to having their classes. The structure we're approaching is the Hatsumode Gate. The Hatsumode is a two-story inner gate of the two larger gates that ultimately leads to Sensoji Temple. The second floor of this gate houses the treasures of the sacred place. The Hatsumode was first built in 942 by the then military commander Taira no Kinmasa. He built this gate because it was in this temple where he prayed that he may become the Lord of Tokyo. And when his goal was achieved, he built the gate as a sign of his gratitude. Just like the Kaminari Mong, the original gate was also burned by a fire in 1631. And it was the third Tokugawa shogun, Tokugawa Iemitsu, who rebuilt the Hatsumode. This gate stood for 300 years till it was destroyed by the World War II bombings in Tokyo. In the present Hatsumode is a steel reinforced structure built with fire-resistant materials. This is for the safety of the treasures of the temple. Within the vicinity of Sensoji Temple stands the 5-story pagoda devoted to Kannon, the goddess of mercy. This pagoda was originally built in 942, along with the main hall of Sensoji Temple. Together with the other structures around the temple, this pagoda was also repeatedly lost to fire and has been rebuilt several times throughout the centuries. In 1911, it was declared a national treasure. The structure we can see today was reconstructed in 1973 and measures 53.32 meters in height, and the magnificence of this building can be seen from Sensoji Temple and its neighboring shrines. And here is the Sensoji Temple of Asakusa, Tokyo. This temple, being Tokyo's oldest temple, is known to have its very interesting history. The legend states that in the year 628, two fishermen brothers went fishing in the what is now Sumida River. That time, they couldn't catch any fish at all. Instead, they caught a golden statue of Kannon, the merciful nirvana achiever. Since they didn't know the value of the statue that time, they actually threw it back into the water many times. Yet, mysteriously, it always came back to their net. Finally, they decided to bring the mysterious statue with them and showed it to their local chief, Haji no Matsuchi. He then recognized the statue as Kannon, the goddess of mercy, and together, the three men enshrined the statue in a small grass hut. Later on, Haji no Matsuchi made his own home into a temple for the statue, and this was the start of Sensoji Temple. Although Sensoji Temple was founded in 628, the current Crimson Building is much more modern as it was rebuilt after being destroyed by the firebombing that happened during World War II. As we enter the main hall, we can loudly hear the monks in the recitation of hymns and prayers. After sending our prayers, we bought some omamuri. These are charms and amulets. We also tried the omikuji.
79番でこれどうしたのこういう風に入れるんですよ
戻したよ。79番。
79ね
Omikuji, translated as sacred lot, is a kind of Japanese fortune telling written on the strips of paper, with varying degrees of luck presented to predict the person's days ahead.
何番
お79
?1、2、3、4。
わかる場所はわかる
まずい。
それな
17。
While drawing your omikuji, make sure you wish for your good luck, since, like other types of fortune telling, omikuji gives two categories of luck predictions, the good and the bad.
めっちゃ悪いって悪い悪い
わお。53番。53番。だって、どこ当て探して。1、2、
これこれ
50？ これ ?4 番。どこだ Regular fortune。
見て悪くないいいじゃんいいじゃん
悪くない。
行こう
あ、長い間の疲れがようやくなくなってだんだん良くなる。
In case you draw a fortune that isn't good for you, and one that you don't want to come true, you shouldn't worry. You may tie the slip onto one of the omikuji trees nearby, or onto the wire on the racks set for bad fortunes. This symbolizes the fact that you are leaving this fortune behind and you hope to find a better one. After our first temple visit this year, Hatsumode, we sent my cousin off to Ueno Station, for he had to go back to Ibaraki on that day.
Hello
From Ueno Station, we also took our train to Kawasaki and had ourselves ready for our winter holiday was about to be over. Thank you so much for watching and see you on our next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, God bless and more power. This is Yubodong and Yuboday channel. When Love Talk.